Christmas morning at my parents' house always felt like stepping into a courtroom where my sentence was pre-written. The tree glittered. The gifts wore designer paper. I sat in the corner with my laptop, glow on my face, already guilty. "Lena, it's Christmas," Mom said. "Can you put that away for one day?" 2 minutes, I murmured. "It's always 2 minutes with you," my brother Mark added from the couch. "Some of us value family time." Mark is 35, a cardiologist married to another doctor, mortgage north of $2 million. He is everything they ever ordered. I am not. "Lena's on her computer again," my sister Claire sang, 28 and a corporate attorney with a ring that flashed like a warning light. Dad entered with a tray of coffee and the posture of a judge. He set it down too hard. "We need to talk." I closed the lid. "About what?" "About your life." They formed a circle, Mom beside Dad, Mark, and Claire, sliding closer. An intervention with tinsel. "You're 32, Dad said. "I'm aware. And you're still pretending to run a tech company." "I'm running one," Mark laughed. "Come on, 9 years? At some point you admit it's not working." Vector Nova Systems was 90% of my bloodstream, 28 employees, 63 enterprise clients, 4 Fortune 100s. Revenue that would silence this room if I wanted it to. I didn't. Mom opened a folder. "We got you interviews. IT at Mark's hospital, 70,000 to start." "I have a job." "A hobby," Dad corrected. "Please be sensible." I met each face steady. "No," I slid the laptop under my arm. "Tomorrow changes everything." The lights blinked. The verdict could wait. The drive back to San Francisco took 90 minutes. My phone rattled with the family chat. Concern, scolding, emojis. I muted it and opened a text from Owen, my co-founder. "Roadshow flawless. Bank confirmed. Tomorrow is a go." December 26th, 6 a.m. Pacific. I sat at my desk. Owen and our CFO would ring the bell in New York. I'd watch from home. At 6:15, I put on CNBC. "After the break, the year's biggest debut," the anchor said. "Vector Nova Systems, about to mint its founder a billionaire." 6:28. The family thread erupted. "Mom, Lena, is this your company?" Claire, "Vector Nova IPO." Mark, "Different one. Ours is small." The bell sequence began. Cameras swept our team. The chyron read, "Vector Nova Systems. VNSX. Prices at $68. Valuation $7.2 billion. The opening print flashed $72, then $78. I ignored the calls and watched. By 7, VNSX was $84. By 8, $91. The doorbell rang at 8:30. Mark stood there in plaid pajamas. "Is it real?" "It is." "Why didn't you tell us?" "Would you have believed me?" I let him in. The penthouse answered questions, glass, light, original art. He sat. "We lined up IT interviews for you," he said. "I know." "We called you a failure." "I know that, too." "I'm sorry." "I heard the words," I said. "What I need is different behavior." He nodded, stricken. The TV behind him ticked. $97. "Where does this leave us?" he asked. "At a beginning," I said. "If you can start over without rewriting the past." He swallowed. "I'll try." The phone lit again. Parents, investors. I silenced everything but market tape and breathed. The next conversation would take more than apologies. By noon, Mom called. I answered. "I don't know what to say," she whispered. "Start with the truth. We were wrong." "That's a start." She asked to meet. That evening, we sat by the window. Dad's tie was too tight. "We thought we were helping," he said. "You were managing a risk that belonged to me." Silence. Then Mom, "What do you need from us?" Respect the line between concern and control. If you don't understand, ask before you judge, and don't rewrite yesterday. Dad exhaled. "Can we try again?" "Yes," I said. "But we begin from today, not the version of me you preferred." They nodded. No defense exhibit. Just the quiet work of people choosing to act differently. In the weeks after, the noise swelled. Interviews, panels. I accepted the essential and built a fund for women building unsexy, indispensable tech. I hired 2 scholarship coordinators. Owen said the real bell we rang was in the heads of kids who needed permission to try. On a Sunday, I drove the old Toyota to my parents'. I left the Porsche in the garage. We cooked dinner. Mark arrived with a store cake and an apology he didn't make me carry. Claire asked real questions. I answered. After dishes, Dad stood by the tree, the light steady. "Tomorrow changes everything," he said softly, quoting me. "It changed enough," I replied. "The rest is choices." I went home to the office I built, the company I built, the life I chose, not vindicated, validated, and finally seen.